I think it was 2010, 2011. But since then, I can see it's changed enormously. It's a very dynamic and I think very dramatic city. I think with the two rivers and the mountains and the buildings at night, I think you can't help but to be impressed by it. But I think behind all of that as well, I know there's there's a lot of serious industry. It's one of the main hubs within China for new energy vehicles and automobile industry, and there's the great sort of science city nearby as well. So I think there's a great depth within the economy, but I think the people are very warm. The food is very warm, and I'm looking forward to getting to know Chongqing much better during my posting here.
I just want to know, for this year or next year, what's the more exchange between British and Chongqing? Is there any cultural exchange or business opportunity or potential between these two places? Can you share that?
I think in normal times we'd be looking to find collaboration not just on business but also on cultural issues as well. Just yesterday, actually the day before, I was in Xichang, Yangshan, 这个喜剧节 the International Arts Festival. Last year, this festival, there was a lot of British performers took part in it. But this year, of course, it's not possible because of the pandemic. So the pandemic clearly is having an impact on what we can do together. There's so much we can do online, but we need to get people together, get businesses together. So clearly that's a priority for the world to solve that. But I think for the consulate here, and I know the embassy more widely, one of the big areas of collaboration in the next few months will be on climate change. So the UK next year will host the UN conference on climate change in Glasgow. This is the COP26 it's called, but this is the successor to the Paris Agreement. So as a host for that, the UK sees as really important. It's a really important moment for the world to tackle climate change, and China's commitment to the 2060 target is very notable, and we want to be able to work more closely with China on that and indeed on other challenges. The other significant thing, which is linked to that, is the biodiversity conference, the Shangwu Douyan the biodiversity conference, which will be held in Yunnan, in Kunming next year. And that's the UN conference, the COP15. So China will be hosting that. And these two international UN conferences are very closely linked, because a lot of the solutions around climate change will in fact be based around nature. And this is where the relevance of biodiversity comes in. Yunnan is one of the richest biodiverse regions in the world, actually. So it's a great choice for the conference. I think so raising the awareness of biodiversity, the importance of biodiversity on resilience of food chains, resilience of public health, these are all really crucial things. So I really am looking forward to getting some really significant collaboration between the UK and China in that area.
I'd like to ask you of your opinion on Chongqing's position in China's economic development, because you've been working in China for 9 years, and you must have been to many cities across China. So how do you compare Chongqing with other cities and its development?
I think I'm struck within Chongqing is the sophisticated industries that exist here. So it's not just automobile and new energy vehicles, but of course laptop and IT communication equipment. So there's a lot of sophistication in the economy here, and that requires a strong workforce and well-educated workforce, as well as important infrastructure. So I think they stand out as being really characteristic of Chongqing. Of course, these are great things, but I'm here to help build trade between UK and Chongqing. So I want to help support British companies working with local businesses in whatever area, actually, whether it's education, whether it's the new energy vehicles, healthcare, and so on. And particularly, I think as well, with the growing prosperity in Chongqing, there's a great opportunity for British businesses in consumer areas. So I know in the next few weeks that Ted Baker, the famous clothing fashion store, will be opening a new store in Chongqing. So these things are really important to me from looking after the interests of UK businesses. But I think the opportunities here in Chongqing are really enormous for UK business.